This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. This is lesson 12 in this series that is all about strumming patterns and strumming principles. In this lesson, we're going to look at strumming in 12/8 time. So I've got a couple strumming patterns and we'll talk through 12/8 time just a little bit. So we'll just dive right in. Now, in the last couple lessons, we've looked at 6/8 time. 6/8 time and 12/8 time are very similar. 12/8 time is the compound meter version that has 4 beats per minute compared to 4/4 time, which is the simple meter version. In the same way that 6/8 time is the compound version of having 2 beats per measure versus 2/4 time, which is the simple version. Now that's a lot of information and it may have just gone right over the head, but I'm going to explain it just a little bit because it's kind of helpful to know why the two feel different. Compound versus simple meter. So compound meter, the dotted quarter note is the beat, and then it's subdivided by 3 eighth notes. You get this 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a simple meter. The quarter note's the beat, and it's subdivided by 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So like in the last couple measures, or last couple lessons, where we were working on 6/8 time, 6/8 time is compound, but has 2 beats per measure, 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a, versus 2/4 time, which would have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now that we're in 12/8 time, we have 4 beats per measure, 4 of those dotted quarter notes with that subdivision of those eighth notes. We'd have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Of course, 4 groups of 3 equals 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew, that's a mouthful. 4/4 time, though, would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 12/8 time has this tripletized feel. Now, because 12/8 time is really just twice the length as 6/8 time, any of the strumming patterns that I covered in the last 2 measures, last 2 lessons, wow, I really want to say measures, huh? In the last 2 lessons, any of those work, you just have to do them 2 times per measure. So, I have an example up here on the board on the top one. As we work on that one, you'll see that if you've done the last 2 lessons, you'll see that this is a pattern that was done in the last lesson that is now here happening twice per measure for 12/8 time. And then I've got a pattern that we haven't done before, but it builds on ones that we've done before with 6/8 time. So let's look at this first one up here on top first. This goes down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. So for 6/8 time, we've done down, up, down, 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 down before. Now we're doing that again to work it for the full 12/8. Down, up, down, 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 down. This is a really common feel for 12/8. Sometimes we'll take a song in 4/4 time and we'll insert this sort of 12/8, this tripletized feel under it. And there are songs that were sort of written this way first. So if we plug this into the chord progression that I have up here on the board, I've marked the measures. So we have 1 measure of C, so we'll do the whole strumming pattern once on C. Same thing for A minor, whole strumming pattern once on A minor. Then we have 2 chords per measure, so we'll do the first half on F and the second half on G. And then we've got 4 chords here, 2 C's back to back, so we'll do the first half on C and then just this quarter here on F and the last quarter on G. So it'll sound like down, 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 down. So like that. 1, 2, 3, and go, and like that. Now we can do this at different tempos. I'll take it a little bit slower. Down, up, down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. do it fast. So 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and so, just like we did here with this pattern, any of the patterns covered in the last 2 lessons for 6/8 time, you can do them twice per measure. And you can create sort of adaptations as well. Let's look at this second one here. This uses the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And it's going to have the same thing for the second half. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now if we go ahead and plug that into the chord progression, it'll sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ready, and go, and that, you're going to notice that I especially prioritize the front notes of each of those triplet spots, and especially the downbeat, and then even here they just get a little bit more of an accented emphasis that helps us feel that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course when we're strumming that fast with that many figures, I got to keep it really loose in the hand, meaning really relaxed, and tight. I'm not strumming big wide strokes, but just strumming nice and tight. I'm going to slow it down now. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's just another example here, and that is fast, but you could have that feel. It's all about the groove. We've learned in previous lessons that the strumming direction affects the groove, or affects the strumming pattern, so we get a different variation. We could go through and change up some of the strumming directions, and we would have a different strumming pattern. For example, down, up, down. Or down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. We could do that. Something like that would change up the strumming pattern when we change the direction. We know that. We know that the meter and the rhythm actually affect it, which we kind of have set in stone, but we also know how we treat each rhythmic figure can change it. And so if I were to do palm muting with this one here, now it's harder to do palm muting on up strum, so that's going to open some of it up, but I'm going to go ahead and have that palm muting on the down strums, and I will be bouncing a little bit with the palm of my hand sitting right over the strings on that saddle. I can get a partially muted or partially sort of deadened sound. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. will change it up. If I do all down strums with the palm muting, that tempo, that's kind of fast to do all those down strums, but that changes it up. Now if I come up here, this top one, by the way, is such a classic one for 12/8 time, so totally classic here. If I did this with bar chords, I could control how much I'm letting the chords ring over top of each other as I do the strumming. So with these open chords, just letting the chords ring over top of one another, just letting those strings ring as long as they want to as I strum. But if I come up here, I can cut off really easily without doing some sort of muting in the right hand. I can cut off the ringing of the strings by just lifting up. And I've shown this in previous lessons before, but if we start, if I lift up after strumming this one, and over here I get a slightly different variation. So we can get different options out there. If I did the whole thing with power chords and all down, just changes up the feel a little bit when we do that sort of thing. So we get those slight variations that we can adapt to lots of different styles of music. With the 12/8, I've mentioned it, but it's really important to accent at the front of the groups of 3. That really helps solidify that feel. Just a little bit stronger strumming in those spots. Helps it feel like 12/8 time. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. And you can have lots more variations when you take those patterns that I showed in the last 2 lessons for 6/8 time and create ones, have them last for essentially 2 measures of 6/8 time, which creates 1 measure of 12/8 time, and you'll have some more variations as well. Hope you're having fun with this. In the next lesson, in this next part of the series, we're going to look at 9/8 time, which we sometimes play in, so it's going to be great. It's going to be super fun. These lessons are coming out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then we've also got lessons on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and of course there's the hundreds of lessons already on the channel, so lots of help with guitar. Keep at it, take care, and we'll see you again.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.